$5 million in revenue. 0 employees. Pieter Levels runs 12 profitable businesses from a laptop. Builds, markets, supports, scales alone. 3.2 million a year across Nomad List, Remote OK, Photo AI. Mark Liu runs 26 micro SaaS products. Combined revenue, over 2 million. Also alone. In 2023, this required rare talent. In 2026, the tools improved so dramatically that solo operation is becoming the default. And the economics explain why the 100-person startup is the one that dies. One person generating 10 million at 95% margins versus 50 people generating 10 million at 20%. The solo operator earns 10 times more per hour. That gap is the gravitational force pulling the entire market toward extreme leverage. By the end of this breakdown, you'll understand exactly how AI collapses headcount across every function, the specific models that enable one-person scale, and where the real ceiling is, because there is one, and knowing it matters. Let's start with the stack. A traditional $10 million company needs 50 people, 20 engineers, 8 marketers, 12 sales reps, 10 support agents. Finance, legal, ops fill the rest. AI collapses the entire stack. Not by doing each job perfectly, by doing each job at 80% quality simultaneously at near zero marginal cost, with no coordination overhead. 80% at zero cost beats 100% at 5 million in payroll. Concretely, in 2026, solo operator wakes up. AI coding agent shipped 3 bug fixes overnight from error logs. AI support resolved 42 tickets while they slept, escalated 2 edge cases. AI marketing published 4 social posts, sent 2 newsletter segments, A/B tested 6 ad variants. AI bookkeeper categorized all transactions. Before coffee, the human job is no longer execution. It's judgment and direction. Everything else is delegated. And that delegation is what makes the 100-person startup structurally obsolete, because they're paying 50 salaries for work that costs $40 a month in AI tools. Not every model works at extreme leverage. The ones that do share strict characteristics. Model 1, Micro SaaS Portfolio. Small tools solving narrow problems. 5 to 50,000 per month each. Stack them. Mark Liu proves this at 26 products. AI writes the code, handles support, creates marketing. The human identifies which problems to solve. Model 2, AI-enhanced services. Sell outcomes, not hours. AI does 90% of delivery. You do quality control. Custom AI agents for small businesses charge 25 to 100,000 per engagement. Model 3, digital products. Courses, templates, frameworks. Created once with AI assistance. Sold repeatedly. 95% margins. No ongoing delivery cost. Model 4, platform plays. Build what other builders use. Network effects compound. Every user creates data that attracts the next user. Model 5, build and flip. Ship fast, prove revenue, sell. SuperDev went from 0 to $350,000 exit in 6 months. What doesn't work solo? Physical operations, regulated industries requiring human oversight, high-touch enterprise sales, hardware with supply chains. These have irreducible human complexity. Now the part nobody making viral threads tells you. Limit 1, trust deficit. Enterprise customers above a certain size will not buy from a one-person company. They need organizational stability. Succession planning. The bus factor. This caps solo revenue in B2B markets. Limit 2, single point of failure. If you get sick for 2 weeks, everything degrades. AI handles execution, but can't handle the strategic vacuum of an absent decision maker. Limit 3, burnout is real. Context switching across CEO, CTO, CMO, CFO every day doesn't vanish because AI does the grunt work. The decisions still compound. Limit 4, regulatory barriers are hardening. As solo AI companies scale, regulators are considering whether single operators should serve customers at scale in healthcare, finance, education. Honest assessment, $100 million solo company is achievable today with the right model. $1 billion requires structural changes in trust, norms, and regulation. 5-year horizon, not tomorrow. But here's the real question, the one nobody wants to answer. If one person replaces 50, what do the other 49 do? The optimistic answer: they start their own leveraged businesses. The tools are democratized. The same AI that enables one person to run a $50 million company lets another run a $5,000 per month lifestyle business on 2 hours a day. The realistic answer: the transition creates massive short-term displacement. Junior developers, entry-level marketers, support agents, content writers, entire categories being absorbed into AI systems operated by fewer people. The truthful answer: we don't know yet. This is a structural change to how value creation relates to labor. Historical precedents suggest the transition is painful even when the outcome is beneficial. What we can say: the person who understands extreme leverage will thrive regardless of how the broader transition plays out. That's not ideology, it's positioning. The 100-person startup is dying because the economics no longer justify coordination overhead. One person with AI tools at 95%. Margins structurally outcompetes 50 people at 20% doing the same work. The trajectory is unmistakable. The early examples are generating real revenue. The gap between what one person can accomplish today versus 3 years ago is staggering. The question isn't whether this future arrives. It's whether you're building toward it or being displaced by those who are. Subscribe for weekly analysis on AI leverage and the economics of building alone. Drop a comment. What would you build if headcount was no longer a constraint?